Good evening, folks. I'd like to call to order the February 17th, 2021 Mount Carmel Area School District School Board meeting. Can we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence. Thank you. Mr. Britt, acting secretary for tonight's meeting. Roll call, please.
Sure thing. Mr. Brecker.
Here.
Mr. Britt is here. Mr. Gonzalo. Here. Mrs. James. Absent. Ms. Latour.
Here.
Mr. Mazzatesta.
Here.
Mr. Muldowney.
Here.
Mr. Zach.
Here.
And Mr. Zanella. I believe he's absent. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Britt. And announcements, I believe Mr. Cheddar wants to kick us off with a PowerPoint.
Yep, thank you, Mr. Brecker. Just some quick announcements for our learning community. Again, this winter has been very eventful. The weather does not seem to be letting up anytime soon. Just a reminder to our learning community about being prepared for virtual days with the potential of more winter weather in the coming days and weeks. Those that are on the board meeting tonight are going to get some inside information that we will be calling a virtual day for tomorrow. I'm going to get to that after the meeting, so I'll get that information out as quick as I can. Just a reminder, it is not a guarantee that each weather event will equate to a weather day, but we are being mindful of our end of year schedule, which right now our final date is June 4th. But again, a reminder to our students to take your Chromebooks home every night and class materials daily. Also, be prepared in the event that we have to call a 2-hour delay with hopes of getting into school with a 2-hour delay. But then if the weather doesn't improve, we may have to turn around and go right to a virtual day. So again, please be prepared for that. Finally, I'd like to thank our teachers and our staff that are doing such an awesome job and working so hard to provide the best education possible for our students. So again, thank you to all our teachers and staff. With that in mind, here are some important dates that our community should know about. Obviously, we had our virtual makeup day, which was just this past Monday the 15th. Because of the snow days, Monday, March 15th is school in session in person. Monday, March 29th in person. Tuesday, March 30th in person as the snow makeup day. And Wednesday, March 31st is in-person snow makeup day number 5. Our Easter vacations, which will be no school on Thursday, Friday, April 1st and 2nd, and Monday, April 5th. Briefly, I'd like to talk a little bit about our school district. On behalf of our school district and our school board, we would like to thank 2007 Mount Carmel area graduate John Tomtitian III for his generous donation to our summer COPPAS camp. Our district is currently planning for our 6th annual COPPAS camp this summer. The camp is fully funded by donation and grants, and again is at zero cost to the district. We try to enroll at-risk students with our camp with community service, leadership, empowerment, and building social skills, as well as trying to incorporate as many fun activities as we can and as major pillars of the COPPAS camp. John's donation of $15,000 is going to go a long way for our current planning. John's gift is in honor of Ralpho Township and Mount Carmel Township Police Departments. We again thank John for his generous donation, and a reminder to our community, for more information about our COPPAS camp, please check out the website link that you see there on our screen. And finally, thank you to our students and learning community for all your continued diligence following the COVID-19 safety protocols. As I'm sure everyone is aware, our local and state numbers have been improving. And by that, I mean they've been going down. But again, now is not the time to let our guards down. It's a very important time that we practice those COVID-19 mitigation strategies. And our students and our staff have been doing a great job. It's very important to our parents and guardians to continue to complete those daily morning screenings before sending your child to school. Our ability to provide in-person instruction depends on that. Again, keep your child home if they are sick or if they are exhibiting any COVID-19 symptoms. As always, we will update our real-time COVID tracker that again is found on our main website with positive case numbers. And remember that cases only count if the person is in our buildings during their infectious period, which is 48 hours before the start of symptoms. So again, back to if students stay home when they're feeling sick, again, that's the safe route. Those will keep our numbers down and hopefully keep as many in-person days as possible. So again, thank you to all our students and our parents and our community for doing such a great job related to our COVID mitigation strategies. Back to you, Mr. Brecker.
Thank you, Mr. Cheddar. Does anybody have any other announcements? None being heard, we'll move on to the recognition of Student Merit Award winners for the month of January. And at the elementary school, that award winner is Dalton O'Hearn. Dalton is a 4th grade student at the Mount Carmel Area Elementary. He was nominated for the Merit Award by Miss Anna Ditchy, science teacher, and Mrs. Brianna Mudry, ELA and social studies teacher. Miss Ditchy and Mrs. Mudry shared the following words about Dalton. Dalton was chosen as our Merit Award winner for the month of January. No matter if he is attending school in person or virtually, Dalton shines. He puts forth his best effort in achieving everything he does. We rely on his participation in class and the example he shows to his fellow classmates. He goes over and beyond what is expected. He is kind and respectful to everyone around him. Dalton has a great personality and his smile can brighten a room. Dalton was also just chosen as our 4th grade student of the month. His reaction upon learning of these honors is heartwarming, and it is wonderful to see a student realize that hard work pays off and doesn't go unnoticed. Congratulations, Dalton. You deserve it. Dalton participates in many extracurricular activities. He is a member of the Junior Tornadoes swim team and Coltmont Cougars football team. Dalton also plays the trumpet in the elementary school band and is a parishioner of Holy Angels Church in Coltmont. In his free time, Dalton enjoys riding his scooter, playing video games, and spending time with family and friends. Dalton is the son of Kevin and Deb O'Hearn. He resides in Coltmont with his parents and brother, Devin. On behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School Board, we congratulate Dalton on this achievement. And Mrs. Latour, I believe he's going to read the high school award.
Yes. The Merit Award winner for January is Xander Walker. Xander is a 9th grade student at the Mount Carmel Area Junior Senior High School. He was nominated for the Merit Award by science teacher, Miss Lexi Danilovich. Miss Danilovich says, Xander has shown over the school year a love for science and education. Xander also comes to class every day with a smile on his face and ready to learn. He's extremely polite to his teachers and his peers. Not only has Xander completed all of his coursework on time, but it is very well done and he goes above what is being asked of him. As an example, when Xander was asked to create 10 quiz questions based on a section of notes, he created 50 questions. The development of questions and level of understanding was superb. Xander is also playing a very important role in the MCA's STEM Club. Even though this is his first year joining, Xander has stepped up to the challenge of becoming the club's secretary. His ideas to help expand the club are innovative and creative. Overall, Xander is an ideal student who is a pleasure to have in class. Xander is an honor roll student and a member of the school chorus and secretary of the STEM Club. He enjoys playing football and drawing. Xander is the son of Diana Higginbotham of Atlas. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to Xander Walker.
Thank you, Mrs. Latour. And next, we'd like to move on approval of minutes. A motion is needed to approve the minutes of January 21st, 2021 regular board meeting, and I believe that's a voice vote, Mr. Britt.
That's correct.
Motion. Jose.
Oh, who made that motion?
Jose. Downey and Jose second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Any representative of the PTA wishing to give a report this month? None being heard. Any recognition of any guests out there desiring to speak to the listed agenda items? If so, please state your name and address.
We have one comment tonight from Dalton O'Hearn. He just wishes to thank the administration for the award.
He is quite welcome, and that's pretty impressive that he's paying attention tonight. Administrative reports, Mr. Chatter?
At this time, Mr. Brecker, I have no other announcements.
Thanks, Mr. Chatter. Principal report, senior high school?
Mr. Brecker, I'm going to do both the junior and senior high tonight. The second marking period report cards were distributed on January 29th. Progress reports for the third marking period were posted today. We will beginning a remediation program for students grades 7 through 12 who failed a course this school year with the focus on the second marking period. Reminder to all families, when Mount Carmel area is virtual due to weather, students should log according to their regular schedule. All teachers will be teaching live, and don't forget to visit our school's website to log your virtual attendance. Also a reminder on our PM virtual tutoring program, which is Monday through Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Students can schedule sessions in 15-minute increments. Further information can also be found on our school's website. Scheduling is beginning for the 2020-2021 school year. Our counselors are currently working with our juniors. Our staff just finished the cycle 2 presentations, with this year's focus being sharing information to make virtual learning more effective. And finally, myself and Mrs. Vrana would like to thank our maintenance crew for all their hard work throughout the year, especially with the recent snow removal.
Thank you, Mr. Dara. I just want to go back real quick to recognition of guests. As Mr. Dara was giving his presentation, I saw on the screen that Xander Walker also is participating tonight, and wanted to thank everybody for his award. Congratulations to both of you fellows one more time. And on to elementary report.
Good evening, everyone. It's Mrs. Stepanowski. I just wanted to touch upon a few things that were going on at the elementary school. First, the Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way with Evangelical Community Hospital was hosting their second annual kindness campaign to encourage people in the community to intentionally be kind to others throughout the month of February. Mount Carmel Area Elementary School participated in activities the week of February 9th through the 12th, according to the following themes: be kind to your peers, be kind to essential workers, be kind to those that are different from you, and be kind to yourself. Thank you to Mrs. Alaki and Mrs. Malasevich for organizing the activities, and to all students and staff who participated. One more thing that we're starting coming up is our FAST program, which is Families and Schools Together. That's just to improve and increase our meaningful parent engagement so that students can be more successful at school, and to build more supportive relationships at home. And we would also, Mrs. Nestico and myself would like to thank all the teachers for all their hard work during the school year, along with the janitors and secretaries. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Stepanowski. Moving on to special education report.
Hi, good evening. It's Nicole Edmondson. I have a few things to mention tonight. We did have an OVR event, so that's the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation. So on February 9th, they held a Google session that was an informational session for parents of students that are going to soon be transitioning from high school into adult life. So that we were very thankful to be involved in that. We do have high school transition clinics coming up in March. So on March 17th and the 24th, we'll have individual clinics for all juniors that are in special education programs to also start preparing them, whether they're going to independent living or a job, or to some kind of training or college. Also, this Friday, we're going to be working with the CSIU early intervention and transitioning students that are going to be coming to kindergarten next year, and working with those parents and helping them have a smooth transition into kindergarten. We are also participating in the tutoring that Mr. Dara mentioned, both at the elementary and at the high school, we do have special education staff that is tutoring students as well. So if you need more information about that, you can contact our guidance counselors. You can also call the special education office. And then also we're starting our compensatory services next week as well for students that were eligible to participate in that program. That's all I have, Mr. Brecker.
Thank you, Mrs. Edmondson. Maintenance report, Mr. Fegley?
Yes, good evening. Our custodial staff continues to do a wonderful job, not only keeping up with the cleaning and disinfecting of our schools, but they've been doing an outstanding job with the ongoing snow removal as well, as someone had pointed out. Looks like we're getting another round tonight and then tomorrow, so we'll be out there bright and early tomorrow morning again. Last month, we entered into an agreement with the cleaning service to help clean and disinfect a section of our high school. This was needed due to our current staffing needs, and it has really been a big plus to our ongoing fight against the COVID virus. Our district-wide feasibility study is well underway. The McClure Company recently visited our campus to do an extensive study of our schools and grounds. Some of the items in the report has to do with mitigation efforts to help fight COVID. So we're hoping to get that portion of our project underway as soon as possible. And finally, it seems like every month I bring this up, we're still in need of custodial staff, including an athletic fields custodian. So if you're not interested in a cleaning position, maybe working outdoors, tending the fields, mowing grass, etc., may be of an interest to you. So if you're interested or you know anyone who is, please contact the school district office. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Brecker.
Thank you, Mr. Fegley. And athletic director's report?
Good evening, everyone. Just have a few items. Just want to mention that we'll be updating our resocialization to sports from winter to spring in our new updated document. We're waiting for the PIAA to come out with some new guidance in the next week or two in the Department of Health, hopefully, so we can make that an updated version to our plan and make it as updated as possible. So as soon as we get that information, we will put that pertinent information into our plan. We'll be having a meeting with our spring coaches, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, to go over not only our COVID information, our athletic policy, and all other trainings and things that they will have to be doing prior to our season and during our season. So we look forward to talking with our current coaches and also our newly hired coaches and welcoming them to our sports program. I just want to mention a few shout outs and well done to Damon Backus, Ryan Widener, wrestlers got through our sectional tournament. They'll be participating in the district wrestling tournament in Williamsport this weekend. Both our boys and girls basketball teams have enough wins and will be qualifying for the district tournament, which will start the first week of March. The way the setup is this year, the first two rounds of the playoffs, the team with the higher seed will get home games. So we are hoping that our basketball teams will have a high enough seed that we will have home games here at our Mount Carmel area gymnasium. The finals of the basketball will be in Williamsport High School early next week. I'm not sure if it's Monday or Tuesday the following week, but I'll get everybody that information. So good luck to those teams. We'll say our swim team looks like we'll have at least a relay team qualified for the district. So congratulations and good luck to them. And of course, congratulations to our competitive cheer squad. For our first year, we'll be competing in their first district. That'll be coming up in mid-March. So we wish them the best of luck. I want to remind everybody of all our home athletic events, courtesy of Mr. McPhee and our staff in the TV studio is broadcasting everything via WKMC TV's YouTube page, and that will be shown on our MCA Athletic Facebook page. You can see every game And I just want to give a shout out to that page. I want to give credit to Ms. Niglio, Cassandra, for setting that up for us. Again, you can go on that anytime and see any updates in our athletic schedule, anything that's special that's going on, including the live feeds, as I said, from the WKMC YouTube pages. And again, anytime we have anything special going on, we try to videotape it, parent nights, anything that you can go in and see that and download it. We also try to take as many pictures as we can at events and have them there for parents to see and download for nothing for their use. So please ask everybody to check that out. It's a very viable page for information and to see some good things happening with our sports programs. And finally, I just want to take this moment to mention special congratulations and shout out to Lisa Verano, we all know as our high school principal and head girls basketball coach. Recently, in the last week or so, she made a great accomplishment, reaching her 250th win here at Mount Carmel area. So I want to put that officially into the record and personally congratulate her on a great career here at Mount Carmel area and several district championships and many great athletes that have come through our girls program. And that's because of the great program that she and her staff has run. So congratulations to Coach Verano. That's all I have. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Sakavich. Moving on to athletic items, a motion is needed to approve athletic items 1 through 6 as listed.
Motion Muldowney. Second, Jose.
Okay. Mr. Brecker,
Yes.
Mr. Britt votes yes. Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mrs. James is absent. Mrs. Latour,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta,
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
Mr. Zach,
Yes.
and Mr. Zanella is absent.
Next on the agenda is financial items, and a motion is needed to approve financial items 1 through 4.
Motion, Mr. Zach.
Second, Muldowney.
Okay. Mr. Brecker,
Yes.
Mr. Britt votes yes. Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mrs. James is absent. Mrs. Latour,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta,
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
Mr. Zach,
Yes.
and Mr. Zanella is absent.
Moving on to new business, a motion is needed to approve new business items 1 through 6 as listed.
Motion Latour.
Second, Muldowney.
Okay. Mr. Brecker,
Yes.
Mr. Britt votes yes. Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mrs. James is absent. Mrs. Latour,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta,
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
Mr. Zach,
Yes.
Mr. Zanella is absent.
Moving on to personnel items, a motion is needed to approve personnel items 1 through 8 as listed, and then additionally items 9 through 12. I will read number 6 and 7 because there were blanks not on the initial agenda filled out, and then because they're additional items, I will also read numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12. So starting with 6, approve the following teachers as members of the elementary school's 2021 Families and School Together Family Engagement Team with a stipend of $500 per member. The stipends are grant funded. And those teachers are Katie Francis, Beth Ann Burns, Lori Heath, Mike Paulson, and Amy Watkins. And then number 7, hire the following as members of the elementary schools 2021 Families and School Together Family Engagement Team with a stipend of $500 per member. The stipends are grant funded pending receipt of all necessary clearances. And those individuals are Brianna Buczynski and Veronica Lentini. And then moving on to the additional personnel items. Number 9, approve Erica Nestico as remediation specialist in the senior high building with a stipend of $2,500. This position is grant funded and will be prorated from February 17th, 2021 to June 30th, 2021. Number 10, approve Carol Lubeski as remediation specialist in the junior high building with a stipend of $2,500. This position is grant funded and will be prorated from February 17th, 2021 to June 30th, 2021. Number 11, approve the following teaching staff for COVID-19 compensatory tutoring services at $20 per hour and 2.5 hours per week for up to 10 weeks. Melissa Sherrock, Nicole Steinbauer, Margaret Barnhart, Breon Deisel, Elizabeth Zimmerman, Tina Giles, and Jill Ecker as substitutes. These positions are grant funded. Finally, number 12, approve the following aides for COVID-19 compensatory tutoring services at $10 per hour and 2 hours per week for up to 10 weeks. Donna Backey, Jessica Mararkey, and Matthew Gunn. These positions are grant funded. And I will now entertain a motion for those items.
Motion, Jose.
Second, Muldowney.
Mr. Brecker.
Yes.
Mr. Brick votes yes. Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Mrs. James is absent. Mrs. Latour.
yes,
Mr. Mazzatesta.
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney.
Yes.
Mr. Zach.
Yes.
Mr. Zanella is absent.
At this point, are there any public comments and questions?
There are none at this time.
Thank you, Gary. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion for adjournment.
motion to adjourn, Latour.
Second, Zach.
Okay, voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. And the next meeting is March 18th, 2021.
Night.
Have a good
Night,
evening.
everyone.